Today, what's your name?
Mimi.
Mimi, quick question. What is the major occupation here in Mubi?
Basically, people here in Mubi are more into businesses and
Okay.
farming.
So between farming and business, which one do you think is the main thing?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's more of like 50-50 because like during the rainy season, people invest more in the farming aspect, and then when they harvest and bring it back home, people goes back to businesses, though they are having like people like coming from Maiduguri, all these Kanuri people, and then Kano in coming here to open like businesses here. So
So you're saying that people farm, also they do businesses, and it depends on the season.
yeah.
So during rainy season, most of them go to the farm. During dry season, they become innovative and find ways to sell their crops and do other businesses to the neighboring states. Um, what are the major ethnic groups here in Mubi?
We have good A, Fali, and then let me say like the next one should be Margi people.
Yeah, the Margi people are plenty. I also met them in the south of Yola. It's So another question: the security situation in the country, particularly in the northeast, is a thing of concern. Do you share the same feelings, and is it a problem here in this part of Adamawa?
Okay, like sometimes news come around that people are being killed in their farm, like when they go to farm.
In these like areas?
Yes, and then they have a lot of cases of rape here, so it might also be like tagged as something that is.
Yeah, so it's not just about the attacks on the farm. They also, target little girls, young girls, and take them and sexually do things with them.
Yes, like there was a case in Yalwa that there is a 16-year-old girl that is all these children that are having like mental disorder. A man actually gave her 200 naira, like to sleep with her, and that's tagged as rape because the girl like she's not mentally sane. So like though they see that the case is still going on, they took the girl to the FMC here in Mubi, like to record everything. But then these are the few among those that are being noticed. There are a lot of girls that are being raped, and then their mom cover-ups because they don't want it to be like a disgrace to their family.
Yeah, it would be a thing of shame. So like the family would do the cover up.
Yes.
I think that's also like a general problem in some of our societies, not just in Nigeria, but also in Africa in general, and even in the Western world. So in terms of the economy of this place, and you say a lot of people do business and farming, what can the government do to assist the farmers and those that are doing businesses here in Mubi?
Well, you see, they can actually start helping them by road. The road, like coming here inside Mubi, the road is very bad. And then these, like, I don't know, like the way they construct the town itself is an issue. Okay, imagine going to the market and then they allow like big trucks and this thing entering inside the market, and then it's being jam packed. But then the government can like make a solution whereby this is where when you order something and then they bring it up to you, like this is where the car will come and stop, and then they'll come and pack it for them. And then this thing should like basically like through health. This movie is literally like it's urban, but then it's more of like urban slum. You see a situation whereby you're walking in an area where they call it urban, but then you have to cross gutters, like literally the dirt and the feces that is coming from the toilet of people, like you pass it, like you have to cross it before you go. And then they need reconstruction of maybe let's say like drainages in this movie, and then especially the road.
So everything is old and broken. The sewage system, the roads. What about water?
The water here is also like they don't have good water because currently this Mubi North it's been declared like cholera. They're suffering from cholera.
Yeah, because of the water and because of, again, the sewage plays a role in that.
Yes, they're having poor hygiene due to the fact that water is hard to get. And then like when you come, like imagine a situation like this now that the rain just like go and the people are starting to struggle getting water. Then what happened around times like May, April?
Yeah, so this is the early period of the dry season and people are already struggling with water. So what is the alternative source? Do you guys have like well Is it borehole? Is the government putting anything in place? Or are you generally saying that the government is neglecting this area?
Well, there are places that if you go, like, but imagine a ward, like a ward that is having up to like 40 settlements, and then you go to that specific ward, you will see that the government donates like 2 pumping boreholes. What can 2 pumping boreholes do to people? Like, there are settlements that we have like up to like 14,455 people living in that settlement. Like, people.
And you have 4 boreholes.
Yes, then imagine how people will actually struggle to get water. And then at times the pump used to get issues, like the handle, things with children you can't actually control. And then a situation whereby like something happened like that.
Let's get this straight. Are you saying the borehole is the manual one they have to pump with their hand? It's not the automated one that will have to like pump water into like an overhead tank and dispense?
No, it's the manual one. Though they did that one of that solar, but then now most of the solars are not working. Like, it's just there, like they launched the project, they did everything, but then it's not functioning.
Basically like a camera scan.
Yes.
They will launch it, snap with it, send it back to the government, and the people have to live with it not working.
Yes, like if you want to reference, you can make that one up there. Like here it is.
Right
there.
here?
Yes. Up there is solar tap, but then it's not working. It's just there.
I want to go back to the situation of insecurity. When we're coming, the guy told us that like the terrorist kind of went to his farm and told him to pay jizya, to pay tax. And this happened in Adamawa, not this local government, but a nearby local government. Do you hear stories of like the bandits and the terrorists going to farms and forcing people to pay tax?
Yes, that's why I told you people are being killed in their farm and raped in their farm. Like, literally, you can't reach like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock here in the farm, here in this town. Like, literally, when you see people going, you have to like leave whatever work you're doing to go, because once it's night, even if you're shouting, people hear you, nobody will turn and look at you.
So even though the government seems to be present, the government is at large when it comes to the rural areas. When you go to the farm, the bandits are in charge. When you come to the city center, things seems to be working.
Yes, even in the city, it's not that much. That there are still issues of these Sheila guys. Mm-hmm. They stab people to collect their phone.
What does that mean, Sheila guys?
Like those. How will I put it for you?
These are like thugs.
Yes, the thugs. They stab you. If they tell you to give you their phone, you refuse, they will stab you and collect the phone. I have one friend of mine that she was punched in the eyes. Like, she even gave them the phone, but then thinking like she will come after them, they actually punch her.
To scare her away.
Yes, and then the other woman that was with her, she was a breastfeeding mother. She was actually like caught on her arm. Her arm was bleeding, and then they were shouting, and that was done around like time of 5 to 6 o'clock, but then they didn't get any help. Like, literally nobody comes.
So it's a giant problem, insecurity.
Yes.
In the Northeast is notoriously known for, insecurity is a general problem across the country, but it's those kidnappings, it's those things you said about rape and attacks on the farms. Have you had any like instances of kidnappings here in Mubi recently?
Yes, they say there was a man that was kidnapped, and then up to date, you don't know his whereabouts. But that is based on hearsay.
The kidnappings, are they for like ransom or just to intimidate people not to go to their farms?
Most of the times, like, it's that of ransom, and then rivalry between businessmen. Oh. Yes, because like here, they actually, like, when you threaten someone, like, they don't threaten you for no reason. If somebody threaten you,
they follow through on it.
Yes. And then people are having this because of this farming that they are doing. People used to have a lot of family issue when it comes to heritage on this property, fight of property. Mm-hmm. When you go to the court, a lot of cases you hear during all that beginning of rainy season is actually them cases of farm, and then they kill each other because of that.
What is the real problem? Is it because of land, people dragging over land in order to have access to fertile land for farming? Or what exactly is it? Is it fertilizer? What is the problem?
It's actually more of like when you say this property left by maybe say this deceased,
Okay.
mostly. Like, okay, a situation whereby you hear that these people, they borrow them this farm to be farming on it, and then like when the owner died, then they claim that it's their own, when the family, the relative of the real owner come to retrieve, and then they come cases like that. And then there are cases whereby a land will be sold to you, like you have the receipt which is actually fake one, and then like you see like more than 4 people, they sell them one land, all, and they're having valid properties, you see.
So you guys have to go to court to settle it
They do go to court a lot here in Mubi.
for land, and apart from the land cases and farm cases, what else is the major problem?
There is that of theft.
Theft, constant theft, because the government is not, doing enough in terms of security. You say
Yes.
the government needs to do more.
Yes, like the securities here are more of like focus on all these fraudsters, these boys.
Yahoo boys.
Yes, they follow them like in order, like, if you get one before you bail him out, you get
Money.
a lot of money. So like instead of them like to go raiding in town, like for criminals, they go raiding into like areas that guys like this stay, like.
Just seize their laptops and check whether they are defrauding people.
Yes, we have a lot of these cases in the student GRE. They have done.
Because they are targeting mostly students.
Yes, we have a lot of that here. They used to just barge in there, pack whatever they want to pack. They don't care who you are or whatever you are. You just when they catch you, they have to bail you out with money. If not, there is nothing unless you continue staying there.
Thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome.